Hey everybody, we're gonna do a farm walk here. It's second, third week of November, week before Thanksgiving. Just going through the barn. Everything's really cold, so goats are in. Hey guys, breeding goats are in. Ducks are out because ducks are always out. Sunflowers are dead. So there we go. Why aren't you guys out swimming? Well, that's cool. So last week here has been something else. We expected, overnight temperatures around freezing and daytime temperatures, 40s and 50s, but no, we are living in January apparently. One thing you can't see too far from here is that all the greens that normally we wouldn't have a problem with growing, meaning mustard greens at this time of the year, this constant freezing temperature for the last few days, I mean even today I don't think we've made it above zero yet, they just can't take it. So normal years we have had greens through at least Thanksgiving outside, but they are shot now. So our greens we have to grow in the house now until the sun comes back in February, and then the tunnels will start growing again. So we're going to be short on greens for a bit, but I put that in the letter. All the piggies are out. So yeah, in the last week we've had to really rush to winterize some stuff that we normally would have had the next 3 weeks for. So pigs got their hut. They are actually really well fed because a lot of the winter squash, even though it was storage, I did not have it inside to store sub-freezing temperatures over extended periods of time. So a lot of that actually started to spoil, because even though winter squash can sit on your counter all winter, once it's frozen, the cell structure is broken down, and those particular spots that were frozen will start to deteriorate faster. So just for reference, any squash you guys get this winter, just keep it in the fridge instead of on the counter. It'll be fine refrigerated. It's just unrefrigerated. It's already shot. So, but anyway, what I was getting at is the pigs have really loved the stuff that we can't save. They just keep getting loads, bucket loads from the tractor every day this week as we're going through everything. So I'm walking out here. We've actually stalled on the tunnel out there just because it's really cold, and we had to do other things to get ready for this cold weather. Not get ready, to try to adapt to this cold weather earlier than we thought. So can't use it right now, but it'll be ready for the spring. The chickens are actually, because of this, we're going to change plans. The chickens that are in the old tunnel will move out there once it's done, and our seedlings that were supposed to be in there for the winter into the other tunnel, so that we can have tomatoes out in that tunnel next year, hopefully quite early. Something I'll show you here is what we have planted out here. So you've got your arugula here, more arugula there, even carrots and radishes. They're not gonna die from this cold, but they're not gonna grow, and their leaves will probably die back until February or March, but they're just not harvestable anymore. Normally we would have covered up some of those, and then our broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage, and kale out here, but it just all came suddenly and too early, because we're not planning on covering things that should survive occasional freezes and frosts that way. So we will be covering them. We got broccoli, cauliflower, and cabbage here, and then there's kale there that we harvested before. We will be covering these, but they won't be harvestable until spring now, because of how the cold has just shut everything off. Yeah, we do have some lettuce out here that has made it covered through the cold. I'm hoping it makes it to a warm up in a couple weeks. Otherwise, like I said, we'll be growing stuff inside. Really, that's all we got this week. Read the newsletter. We've got next year sign-ups started up. I've also got a box of Thanksgiving veggies and fruit, and even a turkey if you want one, that we're putting together for anybody. It's not really a shareholder thing, because you guys are going to be getting all that except the turkey anyway in the next couple weeks. But I wanted to put it out there since we do have an abundance of things, of storage crops. So that's the deal. You know what? I wonder if the door's open. I'm going to pause this and see if I can show you where we're processing all the squash. So give me a sec. Basement door's locked, so I'm not going to go in there. I'll show you next week or take some pictures. But we have moved all of our storage squash into the house now because normally we'd store it in the shop or in the cooler where temperatures are kept above freezing, at least until January they are, because that stuff is insulated at least that well. But it's been just that much too cold. And like I said, some of that squash we lost, but it's now all in the basement, and things that we can process like pumpkins or butternut squash where we can freeze portions of it, we have done as well. Also in the basement, I guess I could show you, we have our pickles and our saved zucchini and corn for late winter shares. So greenhouse is sealed up here. We actually got seedlings that we wanted to have in the other tunnel by now, but glad we didn't because it's more protected in here. Got that sealed up nice and warm in there with our double walled walls there, and the ceiling, just that vent on the top. But yeah, things are going well. Just unexpected freeze causes a little hiccup in growing right now, but luckily we've got the storage. So that's the deal. I will see everybody soon. And you know, even if you're a shareholder, you can get the Thanksgiving boxes if you want, or get them for as a gift or something. That's fine. Depending on how things last, we might do it again for the end of the year holidays. But